be a soft-spoken video, I suppose. I don't want it to be too quiet like the last one. So, I've been thinking about the next video I should make, and I suppose I would want to start off with something at least involving sort of the main theme of the channel, which is, you know, guns, knives, ammo, all that sort of stuff. But after with some experimentation, I'm still gonna have to try to figure out how to do the actual real guns in cleaning videos and the ASMR videos, because they are quite loud. They require some force, and I'm sure I could find a way to do it, but right now this mic, it's very sensitive towards the loud metallic sounds and not so much towards anything else. I didn't really want to destroy any headphone users' ears just yet. So I'm going to do an airsoft gun cleaning video. Now this is unloaded, although it is an airsoft gun, we treat it like a real gun. These are the two magazines for it. I'll take them and put them over here. I'm going to focus on this. This is a copy of a SIG P228 or P229. It's the same gun, basically, I guess. And it's made by KJW, which manufactures under the same specifications as the very infamous Tokyo Marui. I should say infamous, very famous Tokyo Marui. So these guns are slightly off as far as dimensions go, but only by a little bit. So I wanted this to be a cleaning video, but the problem is I'm very I'll say obsessive, for lack of a better term, about my guns, despite the airsoft one, or not despite, screw me, including the airsoft ones, because I use the airsoft ones for training, because not always do you have the money and time to use a real gun and train with a real gun. So it's good to practice some methods with an airsoft gun. There also is an airsoft group up here that I do regularly play with as a hobby. So, as I was saying before, this was going to be a cleaning video, but I'm so obsessive with my firearms, including the airsoft gun, that they don't get dirty. I make sure to maintain them very well. So this would be just me taking it apart, playing with it, I suppose, and talking. So we'll get started. So, like I said, this is KJW. Which manufactures in the same specifications as Tokyo Marui, as I also said. Unlike people like KWA and other brands, these do not manufacture 100% accurate. So sometimes when you buy a holster for these, that's what's happened to me. The gun will fit, so you'll have to expand the holster to fit the gun. Now, it's making quite an interesting sound right now, so if you can hear that. This is my favorite airsoft gun, I suppose, because I am quite fond of handguns. I appreciate rifles, I appreciate long guns of all sorts, but I suppose my love lies mostly in handguns, just the way they behave and the way they shoot. They're much more personal. Now, the last video I posted, the knives and the very quiet whispering, the battery died. And I was planning on making 3 videos tonight. So, as I'm sure you can figure out how to recharge the camera. I didn't recharge it fully because I did want to get this out while the other video was rendering, and well, considering it's uploading, I don't edit my videos. I suppose it's just what I do. I could. I have the software to do it, no problem, but I just choose not to. So, yeah. So here's the upper. This is the slide. This is the lower. This will be the receiver, I suppose. The bottom of the gun. And this is where the fire mechanism is. And this is where, well, I suppose it's half and half. I can't really say that. This is where the trigger mechanism is, though. This is where the hammer is, and the decocker, the slide release, magazine release, and the takedown lever. It's modeled very closely to an original SIG. That would be 6 hour, I suppose. So, there's that. It's covered in oil. That's why I have the title on it. So here's the guide rod. So this houses the spring. This is what keeps the gun stable and on its tracks. It's just a spring on a metal rod. You know what I always found very odd is that I could buy this airsoft gun, this KJW, and it comes with the metal guide rod, and yet on my PX4 Storm, which is a real gun, it's housed with a polymer or plastic guide rod. I thought that was very odd that the airsoft gun had a high quality guide rod. This is the barrel. The hop-up unit is right there. Now, if you hear me getting out of my chair and sitting back in like I just did there, I'm checking the battery life on the camera because I'm not sure what it's going to give out. I'm aiming for a 10-minute video. I'm almost there. So, I didn't exactly know what to do in this video so much, but I thought this would have some interesting sounds. Give you something to talk about. I want to release videos. I want to release 1 to 3 videos. Really, however many I feel like doing that night. I want to release at least 1 video a night, though. I don't know if I said that in the previous video, and if I did, you probably couldn't hear me. But that is the plan. To release a video every night. To keep myself busy, but also to help anyone relax if they need to. I know I don't have the best quality camera, the best quality audio. It's not binaural, I'm sorry. This is actually the camera I take camping. It's a, I don't forget what brand it is. It's a DV1, is what it says on the camera itself. And it's waterproof and shockproof. It's a very good outdoors camera. It's set up much like a flip camera, if you remember those, with the USB built into it. It is HD, although I'm sure you can't tell because it's HD to a certain range. It doesn't have a focus built in. Well, not exactly anyways. So what I have to do when I make close-up videos and take close-up pictures, I keep a magnifying glass with me, and I will tape that to the camera with the lens of the camera shooting through the magnifying glass. What that does is makes it focus on whatever it's looking at. Makes videos and pictures much higher quality. these get dirty just to do it. That'll be for another time, I suppose. But I know this will have to do. I plan on making one more video tonight. So, why don't we put this back together, and we'll have the video. I know when I watch ASMR videos, I usually like them to be quite long, as I turn them on while I'm doing an activity of sorts, whether it's posting on forums, playing a game, whatever. But I do like them to be relatively long and focused more on the audio and the visuals, but that is just me. Oops. I do hope you enjoy this video. Oops. This is always a trick to get back in. I believe you have to flip it upside down. Squeeze it into the side. Of course, I've done this a million times, and when I'm on camera is when it decides it doesn't want to work. I'm sure we've all felt that before. There it goes. Once it's in, you just spin it, and it'll lock into place. To the little hole, which is right there. There it goes. That's nice and stable, it's not going anywhere. To put it back together, you want to put it on the slide, just like this. You want to take it like this, push it back, you want to flip that. It's good to go. Let's see if I can cock this back one time for the sounds. You see that suction right there? That's because it's very well lubed, and the plunger can access it very easily. So, pop the magazine back in. We're good. I'm not sure how much of that you saw. I'm not exactly good with camera angles, but like I said, I do want to focus this more on audio than anything else. I promise I will get better. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you again.